Good morning everyone. Today we'll discuss about the elimination of a middleman. So there have been some misgivings against the middleman is general and the wholesaler in particular. So here according to principles of marketing says that there have there have always been those who believe that a large number of middlemen between the producers and consumer causes an increasing marketing cost. So some of some of the arguments supports, so some of the people supports the wholesaler and some of the people does not supports the wholesaler. So here according to marketing says that so there will be a number of middlemen or the number of wholesaler between the producers and the consumers. So they will cost an increasing marketing cost. For example, if the cost of a pen is 10 rupees, so here the wholesaler may sell the pen at cost 15 or 20 rupees. So they may create a disturbance between the uh, producers and the consumers. So, and another argument is also there for eliminating middleman arises from the false notion that fewer the distribution agencies. So if the manufacturer act as a distribution agency, they can handle a product and more quickly, efficiently than the wholesaler, and cheaply it can be delivered to the customer. So if the manufacturer acts as a distributor or acts as a wholesaler means, so the consumer will get the product at lower prices. However it is, so some people will support the wholesaler, some people doesn't support to the wholesaler. Now we'll see the first argument in favor of elimination of a wholesaler. So here some of the arguments and some of the people says that the elimination of a wholesaler, and the first argument is wholesaler are just middleman between the manufacturer and the retailers, and hence they just add the cost marketing. And the first argument is so the wholesaler is just a middleman between the manufacturer and the consumers. So here they just add the cost marketing. So what the wholesaler will do, they will add the cost marketing. So cost marketing means they will increase the price of the product, and the profit margin of the wholesaler increases the cost of the product. So they will increase the cost of the product and it adversely affects the ultimate consumers. So if he increase the price of the product, so it will be affected to the ultimate consumer. Thus by eliminating him, so by eliminating him the consumer will be benefited. Without the wholesaler, so the consumer may be benefited since he will be required to pay less price for the product. So the consumer will get the product for a less price without the wholesaler. This is an argument that elimination of a wholesaler means without the wholesaler the consumer can get the products at very low prices. The second argument, so wholesalers are obstacles between producers and consumers and hinder the path of trade relations between them. So wholesalers are obstacles. Obstacles means so there may be a conflicts or differences between the producers and the consumers. So in some cases a wholesaler is a sole distribution of goods in an area, and the retailers and the consumer have to depend on him for the suppliers. So in some of the places where wholesaler acts as the manufacturer, so he is the sole distributor of goods in or at any special areas or in some areas, since the wholesaler enjoys a monopolistic position. So in some areas, the wholesaler will act as a or will enjoy the monopolistic position. Monopolistic is only the single person can run a business. So he takes advantage at that situation. So some of the wholesaler will take advantages in some situation and charges high prices for the customers. Thus, if a wholesaler is eliminated, the retailers and the consumer would be favorably affected. Without the wholesaler, the consumers can get products at lower prices. So sometimes wholesalers sell goods at reasonable prices by making maladjustments between the factor of production. So wholesaler may increase the price or he may decrease the price. So if the customer ultimately the customer will be affected. And some wholesaler give partial treatment to some retailers. So wholesaler does not sell the product product to all the consumer at the same rate or all the retailers at the same rate. So the wholesaler give partiality, he will give partiality to the retailers as well as the customers. So if wholesalers are eliminated, all the retailers will be treated similarly by the manufacturers. So this is about the argument in favor of elimination of a wholesaler. Now we will see argument against the elimination of a wholesaler. So the services and functions of a wholesaler are numerous, and some of the people will support the wholesaler. Now we will see the first argument without the wholesaler. So he will perform a numerous and dispensable for the smooth flow of goods from the manufacturer for the ultimate consumer. So he is an important link in the distribution chain of goods, so the business cannot do without him. And some will say that, so wholesaler is an important person between the manufacturer and the consumer. With the help of wholesaler only, so the manufacturer can smooth flow of goods to the ultimate consumers. So here, according to the Evelyn Thomas in his book Commerce, and he says that wholesaler by operating on large scale relieve the marketing of innumerable duties. So wholesaler has also the duties and the responsibilities which they find expensive and difficult to perform. Thus wholesaler relieves the producers of the trouble. So he is helping the manufacturer and he will distribute the product from one place to another place. So wholesaler provide valuable information regarding the customer's taste, preferences and the fashions and the demand to manufacturer. So here the wholesaler is an important person. He will support to the manufacturer regarding the customer taste, customer preferences and the fashions and the demand of the customers. So all this information is given to the manufacturer. So wholesaler is an important. And the next argument is wholesaler creates a better demand for goods than the retailers, since they deal in fewer goods and also they possess specialized knowledge in the product. So wholesaler can have a greater knowledge in goods and services and the place he is dealing with. And wholesaler enables retailer to carry on their business efficiently. But not only the manufacturer, but here the wholesaler also supports to the retailer to carry their business efficiently, and the wholesaler deliver the goods to both retailers and also sometimes to the customers. So these are the arguments in favor of wholesaler or against the elimination of a wholesaler. And here the future of wholesaler topic is given. Just go through that. Thank you.